Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, your station for empowerment, music, and talk radio. EB Radio presents Empower Hour with Jaresha, a show that shares the stories behind the journeys of leaders, influencers, and motivators. The Empower Hour with Jaresha begins now.
Welcome back. Welcome to Empower Hour with Jaresha. And listen some more. Now, every single week when I start my show, I say that I believe, because I do, I believe you have the power to be great, do great, have great. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action, right? Today, though, we need to talk. Can we talk? Can we have a real conversation? Because, and I want us to be completely honest with ourselves, because we're all at the end of the year, and I feel like so many of us have said these words, and maybe you say it all year long. I'm going to tell you the words in a second, but maybe you say it all year long and not even thinking anything about it, but really understanding and knowing that this is real. And so those words are: the struggle is real. How many of us how many of us have said this? We've heard it. We have all said this expression: the struggle is real, right? The struggle is real. I mean, you may have just said this. How would I know? You may have just said this today or yesterday. The struggle is real. And we say that because it really highlights those harsh realities of life, right? And how, and the things that we're dealing with, the things that we're going through. And if we can all be honest, we're all going through something. We are going through something, and this is the season where I feel like we go through something the most. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this is just the season of, we just end the year with maybe chaos. We end the year with, being on the struggle bus. And I talk about the struggle bus all the time because I really want to help people get off that struggle bus. Like, I want to help you get off of the struggle bus. But in order for us to get off the struggle bus, we have to be willing to, to understand, one, why we're on the bus, but we have to be willing to take the action. And that goes back to how I said at the beginning, like, you can be, do, and have what you want in life. And that's real. That's not just me saying that. That is so real. But guess what? It requires something from you. So, in order for you to say, this is what I want to be an author. I want to be, a successful entrepreneur. I want to be a multimillionaire. I want to be millionaire, a billionaire. Guess what? The next part of what I said says you have to unleash your greatness. So understand that you already have greatness within you. We don't have to go to Walmart to buy it from the store. We don't have to get on Amazon to have it shipped to us. We don't have to have UPS send it in the mail. You have greatness within you already. From the time you were born, you had greatness in you. But we have to be willing, and that's the next part of what I said. You have to be willing. First of all, you have to recognize that there's greatness in you. Many of us are walking around and we're dealing with our struggles, our challenges, our doubts, our limiting beliefs, our negative narratives. We're dealing with all of the above simply because we haven't recognized our own greatness. Boom, there it is. Like, we can stop the show right there. Have you taken the time to recognize that you're pretty great? And I feel like, for whatever reason, society doesn't want us to really feel like, oh, we're great. And I say that because the first moment, the first time you say, you know what, I know I'm pretty awesome. I know that I'm created for greatness. I know this. You're looked at as maybe being conceited, or oh, you have this big ego. There's so many different things and labels that's attached to people when they recognize who they are and whose they are, and that they're created for greatness. And so when we talk about these uh, struggle bus, this really the end of the year struggles, that for many of us the struggle just, it just continues on. Like, we wake up in the morning and the struggle bus is waiting for us outside, and we do what we need to do, and then we go and we jump in that struggle bus. Well, I don't know about you, but at what point in your life are you going to say, you know what? I refuse. I'm tired of getting on the struggle bus. I don't want the struggle bus to come by my house today or tomorrow. How can I position myself so that I'm not riding the struggle bus to work? I'm not riding the struggle bus to church. I'm not riding the struggle bus everywhere, to the store, to Walmart. I'm not riding the struggle bus to Target. I'm not riding the struggle bus every day. How can you position yourself so that you are not one? And I've always said that sometimes we even, like, we get on our app and we call the struggle bus, called Uber, or or um what's the other one? I can't think of the other one right now. So, or Lyft, that's what it is. We call Lyft or Uber, and they, that struggle bus picks us up. And no, I'm not saying that literally, but what I am saying is that struggle bus that we're getting on, it is a mindset. It is something that is within you that for whatever reason you have failed to recognize that greatness that you already have in you. So maybe growing up, someone told you that you weren't ever going to be anything, that you can't do this and you can't do that. And the sad part about it is you started to believe it. Maybe it was a boyfriend or a girlfriend that told you that you'll never be anything, that you can't do this or you can't do that. The sad part about it is you started believing it. Even when you got away from that boyfriend, that girlfriend, you grew up, moved away from your family, whatever it may be. But within you, you still have those limiting beliefs. You still are dealing with those struggles and not nurturing a positive mindset. So I'm not saying that there is actually a real struggle bus that's picking you up in the morning, but what I'm saying is there is a struggle bus that's picking you up in the morning. It is, and it's a lot of times this struggle bus that we're dealing with, that we're riding, that we're calling, that we act like the way that the struggle bus is coming to get us, like we enjoy being on the struggle bus, but yet we'll get on that struggle bus, and guess what? The first thing we'll do, we'll complain about being on the struggle bus in the first place. When a lot of that struggle, we have either positioned ourselves for the struggle. So we have set ourselves up for the struggle based off of our mindset, based off of our belief, based off of our behaviors. And yet we talk about how I don't want to, like, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Yes, the struggle is real, but so is your greatness. Your greatness is real. Stop decreeing, declaring, and claiming the struggle is real, because your greatness is real. When are you going to do something about the greatness that is within you? When are you going to take action on the greatness that is within you? When are you going to say, today is the day that I refuse to say, I refuse to speak over my life. I refuse to keep talking about how this struggle is real. And I'm going to do something about my greatness. I'm going to take the steps. I'm going to take action so that I can unleash my greatness, so that I can move according to how I was created. So I know when I say this end of the year and how we have to really navigate through the end of the year struggles, because this is and I need for us to really be honest. Are you dealing with some struggles in your life right now? Are you dealing with struggles? And I need you to really be honest with yourself, because I'm sure that each and every one of us are dealing with some kind of struggle in our life, be it our relationships. Maybe we're dealing with struggles and we're on the struggle bus in our relationships. And we're on that struggle bus in our relationships because of the fact that we are dealing with, we have invited people in to sit at our table that shouldn't even be there in the first place. So guess what? Yeah, the struggle is real, because look at who you've invited to sit at your table. Look at who you've invited in to sit at your table, to dine with you, to be with you, and to say, you know what, I am going to let this person in, even though I know this person is not good for me, even though I know this person doesn't value me, even though I know that I should not even entertain or be dealing with this person. And then we wonder why we're riding the struggle bus. We wonder why we're struggling in the areas of our life. So maybe your struggle bus is not in your relationships. Maybe your struggle bus is in your health and wellness. Are you riding the struggle bus in your health and wellness? Are you saying, ooh, the struggle is real? I know I need to eat better. I know I need to lose 20 pounds. I need to drink more water. I know I need to do this for my health. I know I need to do this because I'm borderline diabetic. I know I need to do this because my blood pressure. Yet we continue to ride the struggle bus. Because if you're not taking action, then guess what you're doing? You're doing nothing. You're talking about what you need to be doing and saying, ooh, the struggle is real. The struggle is so real. It is, but your greatness is real. Your greatness is real. And again, when you recognize that your greatness is real, you move accordingly. You're not moving to get on the struggle bus. You're not moving to deal with the struggles and just saying, you know what, this is just my life and I have to deal with the hand that's dealt to me. Yes, we all have different cards that are that are handed out to us, that are dealt to us. However, it's all about how you respond. It's all about how you react to it. It's all about the action or the lack of action that you're taking or not taking. Maybe your struggle bus is not in your health and wellness. Maybe your struggle bus is in a different area of your life. Maybe it's in your finances. Maybe you're riding the struggle bus because you are dealing with some debt, you're dealing with bill collectors, you're dealing with everything that you feel like is just stacked against you right now. And you can't figure out a way to do what you need to do because you're just dealing with all this financial burden and all this financial stuff that you got yourself into. You did that. You did that. And I'm not saying that that's every situation, because we do have some times and some circumstances where other people are a part of contributing. They're contributing to that struggle bus. That's the best way to put it. They're contributing to the struggle is real. They're contributing to the struggle bus. But what are you going to do about it? Again, when you know you're created for greatness, you're not just created for greatness in one area of your life. You're created for greatness in every single area of your life. And you have that within you. We have to stop thinking that we have to go to all these other resources. We have to go and pay for all these things in order for us to know that we have greatness within us, because we don't. You have greatness within you. But when are you going to recognize that? When are you going to say, you know what? I have greatness in me. And yes, I'm at the end. We're at the end of the year. But guess what? Because I know I have greatness in me, I know that I'm destined for more than this struggle bus. I know that I'm destined for more than keep saying that the struggle is real and not doing anything about the struggle? When are you going to do something different? When are you going to do something different? When are you going to acknowledge the fact that, you know what, I may have something to do with the fact that I'm on the struggle bus? When are you going to acknowledge that? And then when are you going to acknowledge the greatness that is within you? When are you going to acknowledge that greatness that is within you? And the last part of that is, when are you going to move accordingly? So the acknowledgement part is saying, yes, I know that I have greatness within me. I know that I am created for greatness. And therefore, that means that I can be, do, and have whatever I want in life. I can be whatever I want in life. I can have whatever I want in life. I can do whatever I have, whatever I want, whatever I want to do in life. However, you have to believe that. You have to believe that even in the midst of your struggles, even in the midst of being on that struggle bus, we have to understand that we have to position ourselves. We have to get ourselves in position for greatness. And the last time I checked, getting up every single morning and saying, you know what, this is just my life. I just have to deal with these struggles. I'm just going to deal with them. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to deal with them because I feel like this, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. That is not the mindset to have. We have to do better. I say, if you know better, you do better. Well, right now you're listening to this. And so if you're listening to this, then you know better. You know better. I'm hoping that as I'm saying, these words, that is really, really resonating with you, that is really making you think about your own struggles, your own challenges, and knowing that that is not the, end all be all. There is more, there is greater for you. There is greater for you. Stop being so willing to settle for the struggle bus. Stop settling in your relationships. Stop settling in your finances. Stop settling with your health and wellness. Stop settling for just dealing with the struggles and start planning a way to get away and get out of the struggle. Start planning for your greatness. Start strategizing for your greatness. That's all I'm saying. That is all I am saying. This is the end of the year, and there's holidays, there's family, there's so much that the end of the year brings. And then what we do is the new year, we the new year starts, the ball drops, and then it's like a race to figure out our life. It's a race to set these goals. It's a race, like we're super on fire at the beginning of the year. And then by this time, it's like, okay, what did I do this year? I'm just gonna start fresh next year. And it's that cycle that keeps repeating over and over and over and over again. When are you going to do something different? I recognized a long time ago how important it was for me to do something different. And when I recognized the greatness that is within me, and that I didn't need anyone to validate my greatness. I didn't need anyone to really validate that, because I had to understand that for myself. I had to declare it for myself. Stop listening to so many other people that is not telling you you're great. Stop listening to those people that's telling you that you can't, you won't ever. Stop listening to those people. They don't know what they're talking about. And if we can be honest with what I refer to them as joy stealers, if we can be honest about these joy stealers, They need to sit down and reflect on their own lives and really worry about them, worry about their own greatness. Because you should never speak negativity towards somebody else's greatness. You should never speak negativity towards anyone else's greatness. I've never understood it. I've never understood how someone that has failed to recognize their own greatness will speak against someone else's greatness simply because they feel like they have a voice, simply because they feel like they can. Well, here's what I'll tell you. If you allow that in, then don't say you don't understand why you're on that struggle bus. Don't say that, you know, I've never really felt like I have this greatness that is within me, because I can almost tell you that it is from someone that's told you that you can't. It's from someone that told you that you didn't have greatness that is within you, that you started to believe, and you've believed over the years. And the sad part about it is these joy stealers that's out here telling people that they don't have greatness within them, and they may not come out and say that you don't have greatness, but it's the negative energy, it's the negativity that they bring to you, that the doubts of, your dreams, the doubts of your goals. It is all of that negativity that they bring that says, without saying, you don't have greatness within you. And we have to remember that when we have these interactions with those people. Never even participate, entertain, or allow someone to speak anything on your greatness or against your greatness. Those are those moments that we need to shut it down. Shut it down. You don't have to receive anything that is not going to empower, encourage your greatness. So yes, we are, we're on this end of the year journey. And with this end of the year journey, I feel like it brings so much. It brings so much, but I really feel like as we are so quick to say the struggle is real, know that your greatness is real. Your greatness is real. And as soon as we start to realize how great we are and we move accordingly, the things that we want, the success that we deserve, that we desire, will happen for us. And I understand that, for many of us, it's a daily struggle. We're struggling with our own limiting beliefs, because a lot of times, because of, someone else told us that we can't. Someone else told us that we won't. But that's when you have to transform your own mindset. You have to work on yourself so that you begin to recognize your own greatness. And so I'm not saying that we should not embrace our struggles, because I feel like we have to embrace it. And embracing it means we acknowledge it. We acknowledge that a lot of the struggles that we have brought those struggles on ourselves. Once we acknowledge that, then guess what? We can begin to say, you know what? I'm done with this struggle. I am done with this struggle. I am going to make sure I position myself for success in the areas of my life. I'm going to make sure that I put myself in a space and surround myself with people that will uplift me, that will encourage me, that will empower me. I'm going to make sure that I look for those opportunities to where I can position myself so that I'm not waking up every morning and saying, you know what, I got to get on this struggle bus again. But I'm waking up and saying, you know what, I may be on the struggle bus right now, but greater is coming. Greater is coming because I understand the greatness that is within me. So greater is coming. And I may be on this struggle bus today, but tomorrow is a brand new day. Tomorrow I am decreeing and declaring and affirming that this is not going to last. This is a temporary situation because I'm working on how I can begin to unleash that greatness. I'm working on executing on my goals, my dreams, and walking into my purpose. See, I believe that at some point in each and every one of our lives, we're going to experience those hardships. And right now, when we factor in all of the above, economy and everything that you can possibly think of, I feel like all of us are saying, you know what? I guess I'm going to just have to be on the struggle bus. Well, guess what? I don't believe that. I don't feel like we just have to accept the fact that we just have to be on the struggle bus. No, absolutely not. Because it's all about how we respond and react to those those challenges and those adversities in our lives. Yes, they're going to shape us. They are going to shape us. They strengthen us so that we can be resilient. Because if we're going to be honest, we know that life is going to be out here lifing. And I laugh at that because I heard someone say that and I was like, "Oh, I like that." Because that's exactly what it is. Life is out here lifing us all. But how are you going to respond to it? Are you just going to keep saying, you know what? The struggle is real and I just have no choice but to be on the struggle bus today? Are you going to say, you know what? Yes, the struggle is real, but my greatness is bigger. My greatness is realer. My greatness is more powerful because I understand and know who gave me the greatness. And when you understand and know that, you can't help but move accordingly. You can't help but see the future. You can't help but say, you know what? Today is a new day for me. Today is a new day. And I have courage and I have confidence that this struggle that I'm dealing with is temporary. It's temporary because I am positioning myself for success. I am positioning myself for success. So we have to remember that the struggle is only as real as we allow it to be, right? It's only as real as we allow it to be. Are you going to continue to allow that struggle to be real in your life? Or are you going to do something different? I feel like we are at a time of the year where many of us are trying to finish the year strong. We are, focused on next year is going to be my year, but it needs to start this year with the planning. It needs to start this year with the strategizing. It needs to start this year with recognizing the things that you're struggling with and the things that you can do, and then maybe perhaps the things that you need to have someone help you with, someone that's going to empower you, such as a coach, a mentor. Because on this journey, it definitely gets real. But you have to understand and know that your greatness is realer. Your greatness is bigger, it's better. And I'm believing that for you. I'm believing that for your life. I am claiming it. I am committed to it. We just have to understand that that greatness that's within us is real. And maybe you're listening to this today and you're saying, you know what? I do feel like I've been on the struggle bus. And if I can be honest, I've been on this struggle bus the whole entire year, like just getting on the bus and getting off the bus, getting back on the struggle bus. There's a lot of things that I'm dealing with in my life. I'm trying so hard to deal with these things. I'm dealing with them on my own. And it's hard. It's so hard. Trust me, I get it. I know. But what I need you to understand is that one, you don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to do it by yourself. So we get so caught up in our own, the struggle is real, that we feel like we don't have anyone we can turn to, that we can trust. We don't have anyone that we can confide in, that we truly can share our struggles with. And what I'm telling you is, let me empower you, not just through this show, not just through my radio show, podcast. Let me truly empower you. I'm telling you today, there are not just people, as far as resources and coaches out there, but there are people who genuinely want to help you. They want to help you so that you don't feel like you're on this journey by yourself. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you, when I was a single mom of four, that was my struggle is real. I felt like I was on this island by myself, dealing with the financial struggles, dealing with my health and wellness struggles, dealing with relationship struggles, dealing with spiritual and faith struggles. You name it, I was dealing with the same struggles. And then you had to think about the fact that I felt like I was on this island by myself, dealing with the struggles by myself. But what I need you to know is that community is so real. It's so real to know that you have somebody that you can connect with, that truly wants to empower you, that truly wants to help you. I'm telling you, yes, we say the struggle is real, but know that your greatness is realer. Your greatness is so real. And I get so excited because I really, truly am passionate about this thing. I'm so passionate about being able to really pour into you so that you can understand that greatness that is within you. So today, I invite you to go on this journey. Go on this journey. I invite you to really take some time at the end of, this year, as we're in the end of the year, and really reflect on some things. Reflect on the whole entire year. Look at the things that work for you. Look at the things that did not work for you. Look at the struggles in those areas of your life and the things that you're really wanting to transform. And then I also want to invite you to reach out to me, connect with me. Now, my email address is Jaresha, Jaresha, at empoweronpurpose.com. I invite each and every one of you to reach out to me because, as I say on this show each and every day, I believe that you have the power. But guess what? You have to believe it. And if it means us having a conversation, if it means us having an empower session, if it means, you listening to this over and over again, or, if it means you listening to other episodes, if it means whatever that means for you, I truly hope that you make that commitment and you give yourself permission to do what you need to do to understand the greatness, not just understand it, but believe the greatness that is within you. You have to believe that the greatness is within you. And I really don't want another day, another month, another year to go by where you're not claiming that, you're not decreeing it, you're not declaring it and affirming it for your life. So again, I invite you to, schedule a strategy session with me. Schedule a action plan session with me. Let's connect. Let's connect so that you can start the year off with understanding and knowing your greatness. Understanding that you are created for greatness. So amazing, people. I have to say this because we are at the end of the year And so I truly just want to put this out there to everyone. Um, this will be one of the last episodes of this year, and then we'll kick off the new year with new guests and fresh content and all of that as well. And so I truly hope that during the season you take some time to reflect and think about some of the things and all of the things that I've mentioned today. I also want to say I thank you all so much for your support, the emails that I get, the messages that I get, the DMs that I get. I thank you so much for everyone that has rated, the support that I've had over the years. I thank you so much. I don't take it lightly. What I do each and every day when I get on here and speak to you and really empower you and bring leaders, motivators, and influencers, it is because I truly believe in you. I believe in your greatness. And because of that, I want to make sure I'm, delivering information that's going to empower you. I want to make sure I'm bringing guests on the show that's going to empower you for growth and success. So amazing, people. I thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Empower Hour with Jaresha Show. Remember, you have the power to be great, have great, and do great. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action. Until next time, stay safe and be blessed.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Hour with Jaresha, where Jaresha speaks with leaders, influencers, and motivators who share their journey in personal and professional growth, empowerment tips, lessons learned, and keys of success that will empower you to your best self. Follow Jaresha on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jaresha Moore, and visit www.empoweronpurpose.com. Remember to be intentional and be empowered, and have a great day on purpose.